my shirt for my sister. Isn't that funny? Hey guys, it's Dana and it's time to talk about money. In this video, I wanted to talk about budgeting for the summer and doing things but still having fun affordably. Okay, so I'm filming this video in April, and as of now, we have paid for everything that we're going to do over the summer. So it's a great feeling, but if you have not been tracking, the reason we're able to do it is because we've been tracking our summer spending for several years now, and so we can plan in advance, right? At the end of the summer, we know exactly what we spent that summer, and then we're able to set the budget then, say in September, and then save money throughout the year. So that way, when the time comes, usually in the spring, to reserve things or purchase tickets, we have all the money set aside to do that. So then it's not stressful, and it's like we don't even really have to feel it. There's not even like a blip in our budget, right? It's not like we're like, oh, we can't pay bills because we, paid for that down for the deposit on the rental house, right? So it's really a great idea to track it. If you haven't been tracking it and the summer's like almost upon you, and you're like, oh, we don't have any money set aside for summer. Well, there's still a lot of things that you can do this summer that are affordable, that's not going to completely, bust your budget, right? So I want to talk about that. So number one is churches, okay? So a lot of churches do Vacation Bible School. It's a 1-week program typically. Some of them are during the day. Ours is at night. In the evenings, it starts at 5:30, and they provide dinner for that week. So from 5:30 to 6, there's a dinner, and then 6 to 8 is when they have the kids. They do singing, dancing, crafts. And if you have young kids, the kids really enjoy it. They have a really good time, and they love the dinner. It's like spaghetti and chicken nuggets and things the kids like, right? And it's fine. And it's a great week because we don't have to make dinner. I like not making dinner that week. And of course, we always give a donation to the church, for everything that they're doing. But if it's not in your budget, if you're trying to get out of debt, then, maybe the next summer you can go back and, donate some money. But so it's something that is affordable is what I'm saying, so it's something to look into. I know some people who do multiple VBS programs at different churches. They kind of go around different weeks and do it. And it's a wholesome, good thing, for the kids. I think that they enjoy it, and it's something that's fun, gets them out of the house. They make new friends. And so look into your churches and Vacation Bible School programs, right? Okay, so number 2 is your libraries. Libraries often have really good programs over the summer. They show movies. Our library does young gamers where, the kids get together and play games together, and they just love that. And also they do like presentations. They have magicians. They have people come in and like show animals, like snakes and all kinds of crazy stuff. And so there's a lot of really good things to be seen at your library over the summer, local libraries. So look into that as well. And both of those things, libraries and churches, they're no cost to you, right? If you don't have the money. So it's something to go do. All right. So number 3 would be to travel with friends. If you're going to go to the shore, or you want to go to the mountains and you want to rent a house, you want to get away, if you rent a house with a couple different families, then it's going to significantly reduce the amount of money it's going to cost. So maybe it's a 4-bedroom house and you each get 1 bedroom. And even if your kiddos are sleeping on the floor in sleeping bags, then you're still, it's going to cut down that price so much if you can travel with others and then just split the cost. So it's something to really seriously consider if you want to travel on a budget. I've talked several times about camping on my channel, which is something I used to hate to do, but we camp every summer for a couple days, and it costs us like $30. $30 to camp at state campgrounds, and they're very clean. They have bathrooms. It gets us away, and the kids, they like it. They really do. And so campgrounds, if you think, nah, camping's not for me, I would suggest trying to go to a campground, one that's close to your home. And like I said, that's a really inexpensive way to travel and go places and to make the summer fun. They usually have pools there, and do certain campgrounds do different things. So it can be really a good time. If you want to go to parties, right, you like to eat, you like to spend time with friends and family, then I recommend hosting parties over the summer at your house, right? You might think, oh, what? But then if you do that, you obviously will have to prepare a main meal, but you can go to Costco, pick up something inexpensively for the main meal, and ask your guests to bring a side dish, right? Everybody brings a side dish, and then most likely you'll have plenty of food if everybody does that. And then everybody gets to come to your house. You can hang out. You can purchase one of those inexpensive movie projectors even on Amazon. And you can do like a movie night at your house in the yard. And that can be really fun over the summer. A great way to spend time with family and friends. And it doesn't have to really be that expensive. You can just do basic stuff, hamburgers and hot dogs, or, you know, corn on the cob. And that can be so fun. So I would definitely recommend just hosting. You won't have to pay any money in gas to travel anywhere that way. It'll be right there at your place. Every single summer, we like to go to an amusement park. We go to Hershey Park, which is local to us. We're in the Philadelphia area. And Hershey Park, around this time in the spring, is usually offering discount tickets. We get them through a friend at their church. They get 45% off the ticket price. And so we order them now in the spring. And so I highly recommend looking around at your grocery stores, your township buildings, your community centers. A lot of times they'll have discount tickets for local amusement parks, and you definitely don't want to pay full price for them because it can be really expensive. So just plan out where you're going to be going and then look around, do your research, and try to find discount tickets. Okay, and then summer camp budgeting. Right? So last summer we did a bunch of camps. This summer we decided to cancel camps and not do them. My husband and I both work full time though, and fortunately, not unfortunately, fortunately, we've both been at our companies long enough that we both have 6 weeks vacation. So we're able to save up our vacation, and then between the two of us, as well as a couple family members who agreed to take some weeks, we're able to provide coverage for the kids for the entire summer without doing camps. Summer camps can get really expensive. For us with 4 kids, that's over $1,000 a week for certain summer camps. And some of them were okay because they offer programs. So if you need to do a summer camp for coverage because you work full time, definitely, again, do your research. Certain camps will provide good discounts for siblings. And some of them have later hours than others, so they might have a later pickup time and earlier drop-off time. And so you won't need to pay extra for the extended care, right, for the extended coverage at the end of the day. Because if you're not able to get there by 3 o'clock, which is when that camp ends, you're going to end up paying more money. So it might seem cheaper, but then you have to add in the extra cost of the money to tack on another hour or 2 hours at the end of the day until you can actually get there to pick up your kids. So you want to look and see, as opposed to another camp that might seem a little bit more expensive, but they go until 4 and you're able to get there by 4, 4:30 to pick up your kids. That might be the better choice, right? So you really want to make sure you're evaluating all those things when you're picking your summer camps, if you're doing it for coverage, because you and your partner both work full time. But if you don't, and you're just doing the camps for fun or for enrichment for your kids, then maybe consider, cutting back on them and just traveling a little bit more with your kids, doing some other things together. Hiking biking. You can find some new bike paths in your area. There's a lot of really great outdoor things you can do. Obviously, it doesn't cost a thing to go do those things. So also races. Maybe you want to enter some 5K runs or something and do that with your kids or with your partner over the summer. It's another great thing to go do. The energy is fantastic. I just finished running my first 15K race in Philadelphia, and it was so fun. I just love the energy, and they play music. You can hang out for a while. It's like a party afterwards, and usually you get some kind of swag bag, clothes or goodies or food or whatever. So look into that over the summer too. That can be a great goal for you over the summer if you're looking to do something like that. You and your kids could all do it. Your whole family could do it. Okay, so most importantly is to plan, right? That is the most important thing. The biggest takeaway is if you haven't tracked your previous summer spending, try to track this summer's, see what you're actually spending money on. If, pool, maybe you're doing swim lessons, maybe you want to cut that back and just do something that you guys can do as a family. I think kids often learn things more when they're just playing and having fun anyway than when they're taking a formal class. So see where you can cut back, but track what you're doing, and that way you can try to save money for the for the next summer. So that way you'll be more prepared and less stressed out so you can just have a good time. Because there's nothing worse than overspending over the summer, right? And then realizing that you can't pay your bills, you're having trouble, you're getting deeper into debt because you're taking vacations you couldn't afford. It doesn't really give you a good feeling at the end of the summer. And so I don't want anyone to be in that position, right? So try to really track it, be careful what you're doing, and then try to plan for the next summer if you haven't planned in advance for this summer, right? So if you have any ideas for some really fun, budget-friendly, affordable things to do over the summer, leave them down below in the comments so that we can all learn and share and grow together. And if it's your first time here, be sure to subscribe. I'm here every single Tuesday talking all about money, and we're a family of 6 and we live in the Philadelphia area. All right, so I'll talk to you guys next week.